Hey, what's up, everybody? Just getting started. Is the camera live? Hi. Got an apology to make. Time for me to come out and just be open with it. Just lay it out all on the table. No more hiding.
Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay.
We're done.
They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed.
Oh, I got a comment from Rita Chapman.
Never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves. We won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play.
Sorry. So this is awkward. Yeah, a little bit. Oh shit. That's the music. The timer will expire shortly. I started a little bit late, but that's all right. Let's roll the intro. Give me Linda Benda or give me death.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda
Thank you, Charles.
from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know,
German's the best
Linda and
sausage.
her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Will Bird. This is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. I got a confession to make, okay? You guys might not know. First of all, if you want to support the show, go to coldbeer.fund, coldbeer.fund. Instead of .com, type in .fund, coldbeer.fund. It looks like this website. You can contribute to the show on the left-hand side. Buy me a coffee to send a text-based message. Join our Patreon for extra content. Dono clip for an audio or video message, or to secretly donate, you click the yellow button. Some people don't like to interrupt the show. They don't want their name on the screen. That's cool. That's the very bottom button. All at coldbeer.fund. You can find my links there too. If you don't know where to follow me at, I got Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, Discord, and Bovada. Bovada is an affiliate link. Have to disclose that. Okay, now to the admissions of guilt. They figured me out, okay? Here I thought I was being sly. They figured me out. Over the past 2 years, I have been coordinating family emergencies all on my own as part of some systemic scam to take money. That's right. I caused an early birth. I caused a shooting that I wasn't even involved in. I may or may not be responsible for several deaths. Basically, if you go to GoFundMe and you click one of the fundraisers, I'm responsible. All of those are mine, and all that money comes to me. My middle name is GoFundMe. That's it's Japanese. You would understand it. Etsuko kind of gets it. She's Chinese, so she can kind of translate. That's what it is. I've been setting them up. It was some rat poison and some sodium sulfate that caused the premature birth. I think I can't remember exactly what I mixed together, but I caused it. I did it. It's all part of a major scam. And Nick from Good Line Films has got it all figured out. What a weird start. How awkward.
Well, hello.
I didn't even know that was there.
Well, hello. There we are.
I'm sorry, Nick. I didn't even know that was there.
Oh, there we are.
Sorry.
What's up, everybody?
That was a
Just hang
distraction.
on for a minute.
That was a distraction. Sorry.
Script Keeper's coming on in right now, and then Dr. Z will come in for a little
Later.
working all day.
So this is the show they did Saturday. And what's weird about this show is this is before they had the interaction with Pebbles on Twitter. We covered it yesterday where Pebbles put something out. I'm sorry, I made a post, and then Pebbles is like, yeah, totally. It was a Spider-Man meme with them all pointing out. And then Oliver's mom come in there like Toucan Sam clearing the room just by turning her head back and forth. And she stuck her nose in it, literally. And then Nick came in to save her. And he's like, Scott, that was all yesterday. This was a show the day before yesterday. It was before that. And they still called me out. Okay? You can't hide money. All this money I got, you can't hide it. Okay? You can't do it. My 1998 Jeep. I probably sunk, I don't know, $400,000 into a Jeep Cherokee because that's the way it works. That's the way it works. Money keeps coming in and I keep spending it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it goes. So here we go. First of all, before we get started, I do want to cover this because I will forget it. You guys know how I forget stuff so easy.
Godolfsky just subscribed.
I have no idea if that's...
Godolfsky just resubscribed for 6 months.
I have no idea if that's him. But there you go. Real Phil Godlowski just subscribed, or however the robot said it. That would be a very funny name if it's not him. I need to try to get that username at real_Phil Godlowski. I need to cover this before I forget it. You guys know how I forget stuff. Rita, if you guys don't know who Rita Chapman is, when we were reading those text messages that exposed Burt Lynch last night for basically harassing one of his followers that has zero money, harassing her on one of the days, I didn't know this until Marianne told me, one of the days he was begging her for money is a day that her son passed away, like an anniversary of her son passing away. And she made a post, and Bert follows her about, she made a post about, it's his like birthday in heaven. That's the anniversary of him. That was one of the days that he was begging her for money. He's a real piece of shit, Bert. He's bad news. Okay. He is bad news. Anyways, in those text messages, he says that Rita is his best friend and that Rita told him to go after Roland and blah, 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 whatever, right? Anyways, he alludes that they're best friends. They talk behind the scenes. That doesn't seem to be the case. If we go to my notifications, she made 2 comments from her This and That channel, and this is her channel. One of them says, I assure you, Bert and I are not best friends. I in no way support what he is doing. I told him I do not want to get involved at all in his drama. He wanted to come on my show and talk about this. I said, no, leave me out of this. I hate that he is begging people for money all the time. That was her first comment. And her second comment says, thank you for exposing this. This is worse than I ever imagined. Wow, this is horrible. These poor people that are being guilt tripped into sending money. Now, after she made those comments, she watched the video. Somebody sent her a link, I'm sure. After she watched the video and made those comments, she made a post. Some people said she took down this post. I can't see her page. I don't know. I can't see her page at all. She says, just to set the record straight, I do not support anyone who scams people out of money, or begs people for money and then guilt trips them when they don't pay up. That had, when they took this screenshot, that had over 200 likes or hearts or whatever they are, and reactions, I guess, and 53 comments. That was at the screenshot, but someone told me that she took it down. I don't know if she took it down. I don't care. She left her comments up. They're still there. But I just wanted to cover that because I forget everything I'm supposed to cover. So there you go. That's covered. Rita, it's good to, obviously me and Rita don't get along. I don't really cover her anymore. I did when she was around Brad Martin. We haven't covered her in a long time, but at least she's separating herself from Bert. What Bert did is disgusting. Anybody associated with Burt Lynch should separate themselves immediately because silence is condoning his actions, right? If you're just going to sit there and not say anything about Burt Lynch, literally harassing a woman who feeds herself, has to feed herself on $3 a day, then you're condoning it. I don't know what else to say. You either speak out against it. Silence is just letting it happen, right? You need to separate yourself. Brad Barton, as much as I don't get along with Brad Barton hasn't talked to Burt Lynch in forever. Burt says all the time on his show, but Brad won't return my calls. Brad won't talk to me. Brad is ignoring my messages. So much so that Burt Lynch is emailing random. I know another person who, they're more of like a conspiracy theory guy, not really a truther or whatever you want to call him. But I know a person that Burt Lynch emailed. He's emailing random strangers he doesn't even know. And it's like, hey, I'm just a podcaster trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it over here on my podcast. And if you could send some views my way, we believe the same, man. He's a sleazeball. For sure. All right, now let's get to Good Line Films. I'm not going to make you watch all of this Nick trying to be Nick. I'm not going to make you listen to his all original music he wrote, all of it too. But at about 35 minutes is when it starts to correct some misinformation, and we are going to start there. Well, actually, we'll start at about 30 minutes. That way nobody can say I didn't have the context. Here we go.
1,000 to maybe 20,000 on Rumble, and then 10,000 are real on Telegram, maybe 20. So he's like an average truther with like a 40,000, 50,000.
40,000.
And you can cause a lot of damage in the world with that little bit of weight, especially when you're targeting the elder. There's a video I clipped here that I'm going to.
I'm assuming he's talking about Phil. Talking about Phil's numbers are fake, except for this percentage of them, blah, blah, blah. But he can cause damage as a truther.
Show because, like I just mentioned, the Rumble world doesn't know my Telegram world, and if you did, you'd be like, "Damn, Nick, you guys are grinding hard." I spend a lot of energy calling out Phil, and that's why he's trying to.
Yeah, the Rumble world doesn't know my Telegram, but on my Telegram, I call him out so good. Damn, you guys are grinding, Nick. That's what they'd say. They might say, "Damn, Nick, how come 3 days before you decided to make the film, you were supporting Phil?" How come you were defending Phil? How come you were making excuses for Phil? And then once you flipped and banned all his people, and he said, well, Nick's shown his true colors, unsubscribe. As soon as it hurts your wallet, that's when you're like, oh my God, we got to take this guy down.
Put a restraining order on me because Phil is I don't want to be too vulgar, but I'll just say faggot. But he's more than that. And if you haven't seen my movie, you'll get an idea of what he is. And I've never done well with bullies. Bullies don't stop me. They make me bigger. Yeah. And so
I want to fight. Like when somebody tries to bully me, I want to fight more, and then I want to bully them.
I'm going to be honest with you. These are some of the most boring shows. There's no new information. If it's about Phil, it's something that someone's already fucking covered. And not even me. Someone else has probably covered it 10 times over. It's not entertaining. It's just them sitting around talking about how much they hate Phil. And it's not funny. It's not interesting. It's not nothing. It's just, I don't know. It's like everybody bored hanging out at Nick's house.
Right. And you don't want to become the bully. So sometimes you got to take a break and become self-aware. But sometimes the only way to take down a bully is by bullying him with the truth. And he will bully with lies. So he's just
bully with the truth.
He's a convicted. He's got a charge for corrupting a minor in a sexual way. Yeah, that was the 7th charge out of like 13 or 14 that he took a plea deal to because he silenced her. But the first one was sexual assault. So the nature of it would have put him in jail for 10 to 20 years, but he got away because he threatened her to shut up. He said,
Wait, okay. He took a plea deal. Those other charges didn't. Like, you can dislike Phil and you can dislike Phil's background, but you got to be honest about it, dude. Yeah. They try to sell the story in the most. You got to be honest about it, right? The same way I said, I don't care who you vote for, but you should have the truth in front of you. You should be able to verify. There should be statistics. There should be factual information on the table when you decide who you're going to vote for. Not just as president, but all the way down to like your mayor and your dog catcher. You should have factual information. Trying to sell it in the most disingenuous light just looks like you're trying to trump it up and make more than what is there, right?
He said he threatened to kill himself, and her boyfriend at the time had just taken his wife, who he was friends with too at that time.
100%, which is like getting her where she knows. This is what narcissists do. You tell them something, they're going to use it.
They can't even get the facts straight about the movie, about the person they made the documentary about.
Later, so we made a movie, and I know some.
Oh yeah, we're on Twitch. You have to be really careful about. You have to be really careful talking about sexuality. Talking about pedos. You have to be careful about putting that in the chat on Twitch because we will get they'll put a bot in here and start banning people.
A lot of people know this, but some people are joining in. They're like, who's Phil? I don't know. We made a movie about him and we exposed him. And now he's just shitting a brick. He's suing me for defamation because he's losing money, apparently. Like, people are waking up. I think it's not that I'm making him lose money. It's that.
No, they're waking up.
This is a month later. I thought you took him down. I thought this was the kill shot. I thought Phil would never recover. I thought you took him out. You destroyed him, right? Will's just mad because we destroyed Phil. He'll never be able to cover Phil again.
Yeah, he was corrupt to begin with. He says he works for Trump, all this stuff. I remember telling my Uber driver this today, dude. And he was just like, I hate people like this.
Nick told his Uber driver. Imagine being an Uber driver, just picking somebody up, just trying to make ends meet to pay the bills. And the guy's like, let me tell you what I do for a living. Okay. Let me tell you about the most recent film I made on goodlion.tv/Nick Alvear's sexuality. What? It's the Uber driver, bro. Leave him alone.
And I'm like, yeah, man.
What's up, Tony?
It's crazy when you do something so good for the people, and then you get the fake news out there. It's the little minions, the Will turds. And
There we go.
like,
There we go.
Fake.
Finally, I mentioned. Oh shit! Then I clicked the wrong thing and went all the way back. Jesus.
Stop talking about it.
And then his followers are like, this is like 5 years to murder, suicide, his family.
Holy back over. Somebody
Someone said Phil has a will to get somewhere.
Sorry, I lost the spot we were at. I got
Will was
excited.
after me. I mean, so we're doing this for the bigger picture, and Will got upset that we didn't put people.
him for his nephew.
Isn't yeah, he was corrupt to begin with. He says he works.
Okay, here we are.
All this stuff. I remember telling my Uber driver this today, dude. And he was just like,
My Uber driver. I remember telling my Uber driver he should become a good lion. Hey man, I don't have the money to pay for the Uber, but I can get you a free subscription at goodlion.tv.
I hate people like this. And I'm like, yeah, man, this is, it's crazy when you do something so good for the people, and then you get the fake news out there. It's the little minions, the Will turds, and all these like.
It's weird how I'm a little minion, how I'm insignificant, how I'll never have a big following because I'm full of hate. No one will ever see me. I'm losing all my viewers. I'm insignificant. I don't matter in the bigger picture, but I keep getting mentioned. I don't know if you know this about me, but I love to be mentioned. Every time my name pops up, all you did was make more content for me. I don't know. These little fake news guys, these insignificant, no love. They've got no love in their body, so they'll never have viewers.
Fake Pebbles type personalities.
I just saw some.
Fake Pebbles. Pebbles is fake. Fake Pebbles tap. Now, the reason that he's all hot and bothered about Pebbles today is literally a Twitter post where she corrected some misinformation that he put out. Let me see if I can find it. She tagged me in it, so here it is. Let me find the first post. This is why he's so mad at Pebbles today, okay? Because she posted this, and you couldn't be more cordial about it. Hey, Nick at Good Lion, you realize that Phil donated to a Give, Send, Go. I think it's actually a GoFundMe, but still. To a Give, Send, Go that went straight to Cold Beer Confess's nephew, not Will, whose baby was born 3 months early and is currently fighting to live. Aren't you about saving the children? Now, we know this is he'll use anything to attack. All he does is read his chat, and whatever his chat says is true is certainly true, right? That's how he comes up with this. I know he doesn't do any research because you can literally just click the link that I've shared multiple places that the mods will drop in the chat right now if you wouldn't mind mods, and go to this Give, Send, Go. I didn't start it. I don't receive the funds. I don't do anything with this at all. It's for a micro preemie baby. Remember Save the Kids? Any kid except one that's related to Will, right? That's the kids we want to save. It was organized by Allie Gardner, and it's on behalf of Katie Gardner, who is the baby's mother. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So she corrects this misinformation, and then, of course, she gets attacked. Now, some of these people already have me blocked, or I've got them blocked. But someone said, yes, I'm glad he's dead. I was pointing out that Nick made a claim that Phil donated to a Give, Send, Go that went to Will when it actually went to Will's nephew's son, who was born 3 months early. That's all. It's Nick that was confused, I believe. You realize that if this is true, that he used money that was illegally and fraudulently obtained by others to make that donation? Wait till they get into this deep. But here you are defending a pedophile. The irony. She's not defending any. All she said was, wait, the money went here, not there, Nick. You're wrong. You're about to see the clip. Basically, what it boils down to is if Nick says the sky is green and someone says, hey, Nick, the sky is blue, all of his followers are going to hop in the comments and be like, I can't believe you're defending a pedo. You must hate kids. I bet you worship Satan. And that's all there is to it. So if he wants to get onto Phil and Phil's followers about their mentality of trusting everything Phil says, the fuck is wrong with your followers, guys? What the fuck is wrong with your followers? You're wrong. And as soon as someone points it out, they're attacked. You literally got mad at a guy the other day that was telling people to call the Marines because you said he wasn't doing enough. You attacked Missile Man. He's trying to call the Marine Corps commandant to report a crime. And you're like, man, if you're not going to do enough, just get out of here.
Shit, they put in here too about Will that Phil made a donation or something for his nephew.
2000.
Phil made a donation or something for his nephew? Is that true? The shit they put in here about Will. No, Phil did not make a donation. Oh, I guess technically it's for my nephew. It's for my nephew's kids. But my nephew's even disconnected. Him and his girlfriend are not married, right? He is listed on the birth certificate. Obviously, he's the father. But they're not married. If anything, he's disconnected from it. It went to his girlfriend.
Type personalities that
I just saw some shit they put in here too about Will that Phil made a donation or something for his nephew.
$2,000. Yeah, 2,200 somewhere around.
$2,200. 2,200. That's right. 22. Look at that mouth. Looks like he's over here bobbing for cocks. $2,200. They can't even get the amount right. Now look, if I wanted to, I don't run the GoFundMe. I don't touch the GoFundMe. If I wanted to, I couldn't stop somebody from donating. How? How could I stop someone from going to a public website and making a donation? If Hitler and Satan teamed up and made a donation, how could I stop them? How could I stop them? Wait, you want me to hack their computer? Or shut down their bank account? How could I stop them if I wanted to? And they can't do, they don't do research on anything. Like, he got by on his films before. He joins a community that has like a conspiracy or whatever you want to call it that's well documented. He basically takes all their documentation, he puts on his video voice, and he makes a video. He doesn't do any research. He can't even get the amount right. It was $1,017. And he says 2,000, 2,200. Yeah. You know how easy it is to get the amount right? You just click on it and it says top donor. No one's donated more than that. It just says top donor. Plus, if you want me to stop talking about somebody, it costs way more than $2,000. I'm not saying there isn't a number. There's a number. If you never want me to mention you again, there is a number. It's way more than $2,000.
And there, we got a photo of Will.
I already had one truther offer me. I had one truther offer me $32,000 and turned it down. Look out.
Bird, actually, for anyone who hasn't seen him before.
This is me, guys. That's me. See the resemblance? They nailed me. This is actually a headshot I did back in the day. That is my profile picture on Reddit. That's right. We're talking six figures to shut up. At least. That's me. They got me. They must have hacked my camera. I get it. Comedy's not easy. Making people laugh all the time is not easy. There are people that will not laugh when they come into my show. They don't think I'm funny. But when no one thinks you're funny, when none of your jokes hit, maybe you should give up. If you're going to pick a picture of me, at least get a bald one. I shave my head every other day. At least get a bald one, bro. You nailed me. It's a fat guy with a bunch of tattoos and lots of hair. You got me.
Libby. Hello, Libby.
He said,
Libby. The humor here is astounding. I remember when Norm Macdonald came on stage and went, Libby. And the crowd just, they ate it up. Libby. Aren't you a failed Q rapper? I can think of at least 17 words that rhyme with Q. And you're not fucking killing it? Man.
He says, Phil Garleski is not a pedo. He paid me $2,000. Mama said it. Mama said it.
Mama said it.
They get it. I'm Forrest Gump. And I got paid $2,000 to defend Phil. I've never defended Phil. Show me a clip. Nine times out of 10, probably 99 times out of 100, once a day I'm live. And all of it's documented. All of it's documented. Show me a clip. Pull it up. I'll play it on the show.
Oh my God. Yo, bro. So wait a minute. Hold on. We gotta pause.
Hold on.
So the guy that literally made his whole entire show about going after Q people and so forth, right? And people in the movement. But his whole
Yes. All the people in the movement. We cover Phil maybe twice a week. It depends on how silly he's being.
entire show was based off of going after Phil, and Phil donated $2,000 to him for his nephew.
Isn't it?
Yep. There you go. Phil donated $2,000 to me for my nephew. They researched it, guys, which basically means someone in their chat said it. Someone in the chat said it, and the Marine Corps Commandant confirmed it. $2,000. It happened. I was really there. I saw it with my own eyes. $2,200. That's what happened for the nephew. To be fair, 100% fair to Phil, I haven't seen a GoFundMe link posted in my group or the troll group or whatever that he hasn't donated to. Well, maybe Pebbles. Pebbles is suing him. Maybe Pebbles. But all the rest of them, even Melon attacked me over this. And I'm like, whoa, Melon. Didn't he donate a bunch of money to you? And have his followers donate a bunch of money to you when you were in a car wreck? And he's like, I was unconscious. And I'm like, okay, so the first thing you did when you woke up, was return his money, right? He never commented back. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just disappeared, which I thought was weird, right? You were all about attacking until someone asked you, did you return the money after the car wreck? And you never responded. That was strange, huh? $30,000. I wonder if they've mentioned Melon. It's hard for Melon to talk himself with Nick's dick all the way down his throat, but I wonder if Nick has mentioned Melon.
Weird what's happening.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This guy for the last 2 years has just been, he's a shit.
Whoa.
All of Phil's court case papers and just keep people updated. People get their daily news of Phil and his bullshit lawsuits from Will. It's kind of funny that they rhyme, Will and Phil.
Sometimes. Yep.
But now, all of a sudden.
Isn't it funny that Nick's the one that picked out that they rhyme and this is the Q rapper over here? Whoa. Oh, whoa.
We make our movie, and then Will gets really upset because he didn't put me in there. You know, I thought I did a lot.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I would have not appeared in this movie. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? I've seen your other films. You think I would have appeared in your movie? First of all, I don't think you can afford me. Second of all, I would have not been in your movie. I would have not been in your movie, bro. No way. No how. It's not happening. I sent you a message when Phil first threatened to sue you, and I gave you the rundown of the court case so far, right? And said, this is just to keep you updated. Here's what's going on with his cases so far. Here's what he does. Here's what he says. Here's his court cases so far. Then you asked me not to cover your court case because it makes Alpa Matt upset. Please just don't cover this. And I never spoke to you again. Anybody that comes to me and says, hey, this makes me look bad, please don't cover it. We're not friends. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry it makes you look bad, but I would expect my friends with integrity, if something comes up that makes me look bad, to say, hey, this makes you look bad. You give me a chance to respond, sure, I'll respond if you want to. And I'm going to cover, what the fuck are you talking? Hey, Alba said that she doesn't want you covering her autism detox oil because it makes her look bad. Whoa. Whoa. We went over Phil's dad's bodybuilding post a year ago when I found him.
All work, but
I've been working hard over here. I was trying to tell y'all I was doing my thing.
You know Nick vapes, right? I don't know. I don't know why. Does he hate himself for vaping? Nick vapes. I know he has a complex about his weight. I know. He's like a 13-year-old girl who's got a little extra weight that she put on, and they made fun of her at school. So she goes home and purges. She goes home and purges for the next couple months and comes back after summer break, and she's rail thin, but she still thinks she's fat. So anytime someone's looking at her, she's like, "Oh my God, they can see how fat I am. They can see how fat I am." That's exactly what's going on. Nick knows he's got a complex from being tubby. And I think it has something to do with his sexuality too. Now, I don't know Nick's sexuality, but it has something to do with it. It's got to, right? No one obsesses so much over someone else's. Everybody he talks about. If he doesn't like them, they're gay. They're a fag. What? Everybody you talk about? Everybody you talk about? He has a complex over sexuality for sure. But he also has this fat complex, right? If I was in the market for a 35-year-old man, I guess I would be interested in what you think. I'm married and have 2 kids. Do you think I care if you think I'm attractive? And to be completely fair, they say something in this next part about all he does, he's put on weight. He just keeps getting bigger. And I'll have you know, I lost 13 pounds just last week. I lost 13 pounds just last week. Had to go in and get my circumcision trimmed up a little bit. There you go. See? Some people do it without obsessing over it, okay? A little foreskin trimming. So what do you think about that, Nick? Huh? And you do have matching tits with that photo. You said that was me. You guys have the same tits. I can tell from here. I am kind of an expert. Let me see what this says.
Got a small dick, but
Oh, thank you. Pete, thank you for the donation. That's over on Buy Me a Coffee. Robert Pettis with 26 packs. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, let me see. Somebody just sent me screenshots. Oh, Phil just sent screenshots. This is from Jason Stevens. It says, hey there, my name is Jason and wanted to shoot you a message. Right now I'm making a movie for Fuckface Nick. Fuckface Nick. That cheap bastard has not paid me. I'm not sure if you knew already. He is putting out a 6-part documentary on you. I have no skin in the game. I don't know who you are. And Nick came to me and asked me to cut and edit his new You don't even edit your own shit, dude. All you talk about is being a filmmaker, and you don't even edit your own shit. You teach a course on how to edit your shit. You said you're a wizard on DaVinci. So what do you? You just do the voiceovers? All you do is, hey, this is Nick from Good Line Films, and if you could bring your autistic kids over, I can rub some oil on them that'll make them all better. That's all you do? Asked me to cut and edit his new project on you. The stinky, coked out loser has... the stinky... I'm sorry. Sorry. The stinky, coked out loser has never paid me. And if he does not want to pay me, I thought I would offer the film and all the interviews that go with it to you. This was sent to Phil. Coked out loser. I wonder how you lost all that weight. And also, do you have a dealer on this side of Tennessee? If you do, you could just drop his number. We don't have to talk to each other. Just, you could just comment his number or something. Thank you. The stinky coked out loser never paid me. And if he does not want to pay me, I thought I could offer the film and all the interviews that go with it to you. Let me know what you think. If you want it, it's all yours. He owes me a heavy penny for this film and one from a year ago. Bro, you got to pay I'm going to find this guy. And he's going to tell me all about you. All your fat skeletons and your coked out skeletons and your homosexual urges skeletons got to be locked up tight, bro. I ain't got none. I ain't got no skeletons. I ain't got none of them. You tried to attack my service record. What? You tried to attack my service record. That's the worst thing you had on me. Oh, Will made a video joking with his wife one time about a homicide or triple homicide suicide. Yeah, it's dark humor. I bet he was never even in the military. That's what you got on me, bro? Okay. The stinky coked out loser has never paid me. If he does not want to pay me, I thought I would offer the film and all the interviews that go with it to you. Let me know what you think. If you want it, it's all yours. He owes me a heavy penny from this film and one from a year ago. I don't know why I took the job, as he never paid me. I'll pay you. I mean, I probably can't pay you the budget that Good Line Films has allocated to this, making $50,000 a month or whatever on subscriptions, according to Alessandro. But I'll pay you for the interview. I don't know why I took the job, as he never paid me last time, but times are tight, and if you want this film, it's all yours. He said he was going to pay me on either Sunday or Monday, but I've heard that a million times. Man. Got to pay your bills there, Nicholas. Let's see what this next one is. I'm owed You owe this man $23,000. You owe this man $23,000, and he has a family he's trying to feed. Are you kidding? You owe this guy 23 grand. So you're all worried about a $2,200. You couldn't even get the amount right for a baby in the NICU, neonatal intensive care unit. I'll break that down for you. In the NICU, but you're not worried about the $23,000 you owe to an editor? Here's your problem, Nick. You're so dumb, you don't know you're being played. You're so dumb, you don't know you're being played. Phil can make a post or a video or a donation or show up somewhere or do something, and all he's doing is ringing a little bell for you to come fucking running, huffing and puffing because you got in shape with cocaine and hookers. You don't, first of all, I love my name being mentioned. You can never shame me off the internet. I live for this. Second of all, every time he rings the bell, here you come, tits bouncing in the wind. I'm owed $23,000. Nick isn't the smartest person in the world. He has all of his upcoming and in the works films on this hard drive. If you wanted me to do that, then I would need at least $80K because he would come after my ass with a lawsuit. But there are ways to make it look like it was an accident. If that was the case, it most likely is best I don't tell you how I'm going to do it to shield you from certain problems down the road. Well, obviously this didn't happen. But yes, it can be done. I'm not sure how I could show you that it was done. But if someone was willing to pay me that, and I would not have to worry about feeding my family, and I could take my son to all his baseball games this year. Holy shit, dude. This is, a lot of people attack me saying that I lost my home, blah, 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 because I refused to work. Because Mariah made a post one time that I was able to go to all of my kids' practices for the first time ever. I used to work on the road for General Electric before I kind of lost my mind. There's a lot more to that story than just, first of all, I don't blame anybody who wants to come off the road and come home. There's a lot more to that story. Like, I was locked up in the VA for like 6 weeks. I had an attempted unaliving event. I got arrested 3 times. I was basically having like a mental breakdown from PTSD. Right? I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not scared of that. But people say, Mariah made a post and it's like, I love my husband. This is the first time. A lot of people said he was crazy for leaving a job where he made, $120,000 a year, but he was able to make it, or 120 plus a year or whatever. But he was able to make it to all the baseball practices this year, or whatever sport was going on at the time. And people use that and they're like, look, Will just quit his job and lost his house. First of all, I was working 2 jobs when I was back home. I lost my mind. And I didn't lose my house. We had a contract dispute and it was pulled out from underneath me. But at the time, I was going for, that's before I got my VA disability. So the good news about all that story about being locked up in the VA, about, unaliving attempt, about everything that happened to me when my PTSD just came on like a freight train, was I was able to get in a therapist, speak to a therapist, immediately recommended for PTSD treatment, got some things under control, made some better choices with my life, and qualified for my disability, which I earned for being in the military when I served in Iraq, and saw and did some really crazy shit that doesn't really sit well. Okay. Anyways, there's a silver lining to that story. I just don't want to sound like I'm on here talking about how bad my life sucks. Like, I got it mostly figured out now. I know what my triggers are. I know what I can do. I know what I can't do. Sometimes I get really frustrated because I remember the things that I used to be able to do. And that's just part of it. This is part of it. That's why I go to therapy. Assholes. Anyways, showed you for certain problems, but yes, it can be done. I'm not sure I can show you that it was done, but if someone was willing to pay me that, I would not have to worry about feeding my family, and I could take my son to all his baseball games this year. Hell, I would fight like hell for them. So other than my word, which I did come to you, he came to Phil. I am only here because the fucker has not paid me, and we are eating hot dog soup while this little shit goes online bragging about how well the film did and now he is some amazing savior. The stories I could tell you are absolutely insane. We're gonna get to the bottom of those stories, bro. We're gonna get to the bottom of those stories. The stories that I could tell you are absolutely insane. Okay. This is what, the third or fourth person that's okay. One person coming through and being like, he's a piece of shit. He didn't pay me. He didn't take care of me. You know, he's always freaking out on me. He's a cokehead with a bunch of Asian hookers and he beats his wife. One person might just be mad at you. Two people, maybe they're friends. When we're talking basically a police lineup of people are like, we've got a fucking basketball team. A whole ass basketball team is here saying like, Nick never paid me. He beats out of his wife. He's a cokehead. Come on, dude. Talking about how well the film did and we're eating hot dog soup. The stories I can tell you are absolutely insane. He has a lot of demons in his closet. That's for sure. How would you like me to prove it was done? Obviously, this deal never went through because we saw the film. Jesus Christ, dude. You got to pay your people, Nick. You got to pay your people. You got to pay your people. I'm sure there'll be a whole meltdown post about how they usually melt down because they'll be like, there was a post yesterday. I'll read it. Hold on. Let's see what was melting good line films down yesterday. Banana. I'm sure it's a good one. Oh, here's some. That's from Phil's group. Okay. Pebbles is talking shit about Nick on X and defending Will Bird and Phildo. I guess she took the money too. Now, again, I showed you the post where Pebbles was talking shit. It said, hey, Nick, Phil didn't donate money to Will. You had the amount wrong. First of all, Phil didn't donate money to Will. He donated it to a baby that was born 3 months early. A baby that just opened its eyes for the first time a couple days ago. Actually, I got the update. Do you guys want to hear the update on the baby while we're talking about the baby? Hold on. Let me grab this most recent update. I know some people are concerned about it. Update on our sweet boy. The nurses said that he had an okay night. His oxygen has fluctuated a little bit. His blood gases look better. They did hold his feedings last night, but they plan to restart them tonight. His oxygen is still fluctuating a little bit, but he's being more stable. The doctor said that he looks good, just his lungs giving us some problems. But they thought one may be collapsed. They think the baby has pneumonia already. So it's kind of hard to regulate him with a ventilator. So there's two different types of ventilator. There's like a standard ventilator that most people know about, and there's something else called a jet ventilator that uses high pressure, like constant air, and they're having to switch him back and forth. And one will do well for a while, then they have to change it, and then the other one will do well for a while, then they have to change it. They have to keep going back and forth. So they've been worried about his lungs. Just his lungs giving us some problems, but they don't seem super concerned about it right now. So far, all the cultures have come back negative, and we still have 48. So the 24-hour cultures came back. They did 12, 24, 48, and 72. So the 12 and 24s have come back clean. They're still waiting on the 48 hours, 72-hour cultures. That's where they put them in a petri dish or whatever and see what happens to them. So that's the update on the baby. Hopefully, baby Jesse doing well. And if you want to support, it doesn't go to me. You don't have to donate to me. You don't have to like me. You don't have to whatever. But if you want to help out with that, it's not for, I want to be clear, it's not for the medical bills for the baby. It's so they can be over there all the time. They both work jobs. They're young. They're just starting out. They don't have like a big nest egg or, credit cards they can use or whatever. So they're basically returning back to work. They're staying at the Ronald McDonald House at the hospital. It's probably a 30-minute drive, but the money goes to, hey, pay your bills. You shouldn't have to worry about this right now. Just worry about your kid, right? They're running out of vacation and time off and sick days. So they're trying to come up with ways to fund being able to be there for their kid every day. They're at the hospital every day from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then the NICU is closed from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then they're back there from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. until they make them leave, and then they go to the Ronald McDonald House. But wouldn't you be, right? If your kid was in the NICU, wouldn't you be there every day? I want them to be there every day, and anything I can do to help them, if I've got to take care of stuff or donate money or pay a bill, I want them to be there every day while their kid's fighting for his life. You know what I mean? How shitty would you feel if you went back to work and something happened? Like there's no way. I couldn't do it. I want them to be there every chance they get. Anyways, back to the Good Line Films melting down. This is from our press secretary of the Meat Hammer Militia. That's Jessa. Pebbles is talking shit about Nick on X and defending Will Bird and Phil Doe. I guess she took the money too. Now again, all she said was, Nick, you said Phil donated money to Will. Phil didn't donate any money to Will. He donated it for this kid that's in the NICU. It was born 3 months early. Who knows says, that will blow her lawsuit against Phil out of the water. You can't stick up for and defend the person you are suing. Now, again, they will never show a screenshot. They will never show a link. They will never show any of that, right? They won't show that because it doesn't exist. Literally, I'm live 5 hours a night sometimes. If there was a clip of me defending Phil or supporting Phil in some way or saying something out of hand or some of these things they claim, there would be clips of them. There would be clips of this. Why don't they have all the clips playing on loop over and over and over and over again? Because they don't exist. Lisa says, how do I look her up? Do you have the name she uses on X? They won't even give her her actual screen name. They just say Christine. You know how many Christines there are on Twitter? 10 million? I don't know. What Pebbles are you referring to? The only one I know about is the salon owner in California that Phil Doe attacked. I thought she was suing him. If it's really her, says Barb. At least Barb's thinking outside the box. Brian says, so she is saying what a great guy Phil is because he donated to Will Bird's Give, Sing, Go. Again, none of this is accurate. Will Bird ain't got nothing to do with any of it. And Nick is a bad guy for calling it out. She got paid off, in my opinion. These are the same people when I said, okay, go watch Nick's film. It's put together well. It's all together. Go watch it. But Nick has issues. They're like, Will loves Phil. They're working together. They got to be. Username is Christine. Now, we're talking about all of Twitter here. All of Twitter here. Username is Christine. I just typed in Christine, and she's not in the first 200 Christines on Twitter. Chris Rock comes up before her account comes up. What do you mean, Christine? Nick uses his receipts to roll his joints. He does something with them. We will know if she goes to court against him. If no, then somebody got remunerated? I guess. I mean, that sounds like you're kind of stretching. Couldn't you just say paid off? Couldn't you just say she got paid off? Wouldn't that be an easier one? It sounds like you're using words out of pocket. It sounds like you don't really, you're like, what's the biggest? Are you Eli? Are you the progressive patriot? Remunerated. Okay. She's part of the South Park crew. What the fuck is the, who, are we the South Park crew? Why didn't anybody tell me? We could have got Cartman. No leg Cartman. We could have got him over here to do it. If somebody would have just told us first. She's part of the South Park crew. Don't waste your time with them. If you do, take some penicillin first. That's probably, and a tetanus shot. I'm a biter. That's probably good. That's probably the only good advice we'll have here. Something is going on. That's for sure. She copied Will Bird on all posts. She is definitely going to block me when I get done. She took the cash, same as Will Bird's playbook. I spent 4 hours a day looking for a used washer and dryer. How much cash do you think I took? How much do you think I took? I'm looking for a used washer and dryer because ours is worn out. How much do you think I took? They are trash. All of them. They never mentally matured past 12. Well, we matured through how to write a proper research paper. we matured through linking all of our resources. We matured through that, whatever level that is. Jeez, I felt bad for Pebbles. Not no more. Again, these are the sophisticated people. Not no more. Another one bought off. What's her name on X? Maybe she thought it was the only way to get any. Again, Nick's claim, I don't know if this is about money or about sex, but Nick's claims that Pebbles' issue is that she hasn't had sex in several years. Okay. Not no more. Isn't paying people off the MO of what the deep state does? I don't know, but if you got any contacts, yeah, the CIA, whatever, you can send them my way. I've been a government employee before. I've been a contractor for a company that was wholly owned by the CIA. That's not me. I don't know who. Somebody made a bunch of fake telegrams, a fake Twitter, a fake Instagram, and fake Facebooks, and they go to my friends list or my follow. Like if you comment on my post, or even sometimes like they comment on Miss Pris's husband, and I don't think he's ever commented on a post of mine. Like it's just her husband, so she's linked to me and he's linked to her, and I don't know what they're doing. It's not like Nick did it because he's mad. I could blame it on him, but it's more like an overseas scammer. They want you to invest in some type of crypto or something. I don't know what it is. Obviously, she wasn't as outraged by Phil's bad behavior with Bree or with the online attacks by his followers as she claimed to be. What a phony person she is. Now, again, all she said is Nick is wrong. That's it. All she said is Nick is wrong, and this is where we're at with it. Can you post the link, please? How do I find her on X? Again, they won't post the link. They don't want you to read the post. Anybody who can't be criticized is doing something probably shady, right? People criticize me, and I answer to it and defend myself. What you don't want is someone saying, hey, I don't know if this was right. I don't know if you were right here. And you're like, banned. I just wanted to see what Pebbles was saying. Somebody said, I don't have an X. Pebbles' X username is Christine. Go check it out. 180-degree flip-flop. Pebbles is full of shit. That makes sense. Right? 180-degree flip-flop. She went from saying nothing to saying, this isn't correct. You got this upset. Thank you for the donations to Nick's kid. Again, none of that money goes to me. I don't touch it. I don't see it. I don't do anything but share the link because it is my nephew. He's been on the show a couple times. He's definitely been on some of the videos where like I was like doing videos out walking around or with my family. And he also is in the chat a lot of times. They're really tired right now. He hasn't been to a show in a while. They basically go to bed as soon as they leave the baby, but thank you for those donations. She's been paid. Isn't this the one who owns the salon in California? Just Christine? I can't find her. Yeah, they don't want you to find her. Matthew James is also in the race for, not the dumbest, but they're all racing for the silver medal. He's one of them. Hoes got to get paid. Hoes got to get paid. Then we have Spider-Man back with a voice memo, and someone responds to it and says, "You just got to keep your pimp hand strong." And then we have the literal, real-life Cartman, Eric, in the chat saying, "Word." That's how you get good line all fired up. Here you go. Here's some more. Phil has resorted to promoting his first big hater, Will Bird. Also, do the math. Phil says millions are watching his show tonight, but look at his numbers on Telegram, dramatically decreasing. Nowhere near 200 emojis and 20,000 looks. Wait, it's at 14 looks. Or 14,000. I mean, okay. What does this mean? People are waking up to him. He's nonstop talking about the person he wishes he could be like me, Nick. I don't know anybody that wants to be like Nick. I don't know a single person that's like, you know who I want to be? Nick Alvear, Fedwardo. I want to be the Rotunda, bro. All while the intel is gone. The 401k rollovers have come to a halt. So he sells the wellness company, a full-blown Democrat-supporting business, and tax software. He doesn't even want to be him. That's true. He wants to be with cocaine and Asian hookers. His ship is sinking. So obvious. So good. Keep going, everyone. Enjoy the slow demise of the pervert in disguise. He's got a weird rhyming complex. I don't know if it's... I don't know. It's like a tick, right? It's like some type of tick, I think. Just a reminder, God has been sending signals for a while to steer clear of Phil, especially since his channel is labeled as a scam. How are you going to take credit for that? We did that. Us and the original Phil Godlewski, what was it called? The Phil Godlewski Grifter channel. What was the KDJ's original channel called? Nick is on the spectrum, big time. Him and Alpa diagnose each other. Recall those ads he shared on his page despite claiming to help friends? He charged people to post on his channel. Will even covered it on his show. Check out these screenshots. This is Will posing as someone else to get Phil to quote his prices. Oh, so you have the fraud group. That's right. Exposed. Yeah, the fraud group exposed. You're right. Wait a second. You're fine using my screenshots in my work, but you're not fine. You're not fine with me? That's weird. Seems like you would do this yourself. Doesn't it? Will Bird even covered it on his show. Check out these screenshots. This is Will posing as someone else to get Phil to quote his prices. 20 ads for $30K. Not shockingly, those ads turned out to be scams. We have Anons in the den who've been swindled by Phil's promotion. Telegram flagged him for it. He's now permanently marked as a scam. Telegram didn't flag him for it. Between us and the exposed channel, we all reported it. That's what got it done. That's what got it listed. There was a post that ran around that said, hey, if you report a channel enough times, it gets listed as fake. Okay. Will exposed it all, yet now Phil is endorsing Will skull emoji. Wake up! This is one of the many reasons why we are asking you to report him to the authorities. Because one of the many reasons that you need to report Phil to the authorities, including the Marines, is because he shared my link. There you go. Then he shares, attention Phil Godlewski victims, we need your help to stop him from destroying more lives. Please file complaints with the following: the Federal Trade Commission, the National Elder Fraud Hotline, your state attorney general's office, your state's consumer protection agency, find your attorney general by state or territory here and shares a link for that. I think he desperately wants the Marines to come snatch Phil up before he has to admit, listen, please listen to my story and tell me I'm not insane. Please, okay? I'm going to lay it all out for you. And if I'm crazy, just tell me I'm crazy. I won't hold it against you. Here we go. There is a claim that I have been served and I need to show up in court. Now, there's a video of me being served. I say my lawyer is going to prove that I was not served. Okay? My lawyer is going to prove that I was not served. Got it? Stay with me so far? Now, the entire point of being served is it's a letter saying, hey, you're being sued. We need you to show up in court. But I know about this from online. I've talked about it. I've emailed about it. I've shared images and pictures and screenshots about it. I know about it. So I'm going to show up in court just like the summons says to prove that I wasn't served and I had no idea about the summons. I'm going to show up in court at the right date and the right time that's listed on the summons to prove that I had no idea I was supposed to show up at that date, at that time, at that court. I had no idea. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The best thing he could have done is played, if he didn't want to be served or he wanted to play this game like he hasn't been served, he should have been like, I don't know what you're talking about. Served who? What case? There is no case. But now saying, I'm going to hire a lawyer to show up in court where I'm supposed to be, where the summons tells me to be. Me and my lawyer are going to show up there and say, I had no idea I was supposed to be here. I had no idea I was supposed to be here, but here I am. What are you proving? What are you proving? I compared this to back when I played football. I was actually, I almost got to play college football, but I ended up in jail instead. But back when I played football, we had 2-a-day practices, okay? And the first practice was always scheduled at like 8 a.m. This is in the summer when we weren't in school. It was scheduled at 8 a.m. And the second practice had to float because it was the summer and we had thunderstorms, okay? Sometimes it would be like a 4 or 5 p.m. Sometimes it'd be like 8 p.m. And they would text a group out and tell you when to be at practice. Like storm moved out, we're going to practice at 7. Or storm's coming in, we need to be early, practice at 4. Imagine showing up to that practice at the right time, in the right uniform, at the right practice and saying, hey, I can't be here. I had no idea we had practice. You see how that kind of defeats the purpose? If he's going to be at court with a lawyer at the date and time he's supposed to be at court with a lawyer to say, I had no idea I was going to be here, he's kind of screwed himself. He's kind of screwed himself. I would say there's more to that. So the video's clipped and it starts like leaving the car. I would say there, if this guy knows what he's doing as a server, there's more to that video. He probably recorded him pulling in and getting out of his car, right? Why wouldn't you? That helps prove it. He's got a tag number. He's got his car. You can see him. I would say there's more to that video than just the part that was published by, I guess Phil put it out on his Telegram channel. I would say there's more to the video. But imagine showing up at the right place, the right time with the right lawyer and saying, I didn't know I was supposed to be here. I had no idea. Nope. I just didn't know. Here's where he yells at Missile Man. Missile Man was our candidate yesterday for second dumbest person in the Lion's Den. Just a note, Phil G may not have filed taxes since 2017. However, I remind you all that Al Sharpton has not filed taxes in decades and still has not been collected upon. Now, this is going to piss Nick off. How does that help here? Because the door was already shut when he handed him. So he's saying, why not say, Nick Alvear, you've been served. So there are different ways to prove that you serve someone. But when someone's trying to dodge it, you're not going to be like, are you Nick Alvear? And they say yes, and you hand it to them and say, been a pleasure serving you, right? So there's other ways that you can prove it. And those are with like having like pictures of the person, the tag, a video of the person entering, exit of their address, their home. Nick's never going to admit, if he's dodging already and trying to close the door real quick, he's not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm Nick Alvear. And then you hand him the paperwork. I guess I know a person who is a process server. I wouldn't say I'm friends with them, but I did talk to them before Nick got served. And they said that most people just are oblivious. They have no idea it's coming. They just think that somebody's just walking up to them to ask them a question and they get served. But if someone knows you're coming, someone knows you're trying to serve them, like maybe you missed them the first time, they know what's happening. Those are the hardest people in the world to serve because they won't admit who they are. They won't do anything. So they have to do research. They have to go through, find their Facebook. But the legal part is not him saying his name. That's what I'm saying. We're past that. We're past that. We don't need him to admit his name. They've got his address, his tag number, his car, and where he lives and video him walking in and out. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to say his name. That's like the simplest form. That's like what you would like to do is say, hey, Nick Alvear, and they say yes, and you say you've been served. But once people refuse to do that, then you've got to use other means. So you find their social media, you use skip tracers, you find where they live, you find their social media, you have pictures of them, you submit with your report. Pictures of them, videos of them, their tag number, their car, them getting out of the car, you walking up to them, whatever. Some people refuse to take it too, because if the point was getting him to admit his name, then people would just not say anything, and you could never take him to court. All right. He says, Phil hasn't paid his taxes, may not have filed his taxes 2017. However, I remind you that Al Sharpton has not filed taxes in decades and still has not been collected upon. How does that help here? Are there people submitting that form on Al Sharpton? Encourage people to act. I'm getting fucking tired of people complaining all day without taking action. Now, all this guy made was a comment, right? All he's like is like, hey, taxes, the IRS doesn't really get in a hurry to pursue taxes. Some people get audited immediately. Other people spend 30 years and, nothing happens, right? I was pretty sneaky severing people. Always got, there you go. Somebody in the chat was a skip tracer and a server. Skip tracers are scary. If you don't know what a skip tracer is, they're scary motherfuckers. They can find you anywhere. Nick Alvear thinks that they found his address through the utility company, then showed up and opened his mail for some reason. Now, Missile Man comes back and says, for many years, people have complained to the IRS about Sharpton, and they never collected on him. So Nick says, are people complaining about our Sharpton? Yes. Yes. Tons of people complain about our Sharpton. For many years, people have complained to the IRS about Sharpton, and they never collected on him. He owes millions in back taxes. For the name Missile Man, I'd rename you Mistake Man. Did you get it? Did you get that? Did you see it? I'd rename you Mistake Man. We got him. I'd rename you Mistake Man. Thank you. Thank you. Then Ivana Klubeck, like that isn't a fucking name of someone I'd trust. You sound like a sleeper cell for sure, says, he belongs to secret societies. Yeah, okay. Russian assassin right there. And then Nick Alvear says, Nick Alvear, whose biggest contribution to America was smoking a joint, who's never served a day in his life, who's never done anything of any magnitude except steal other people's work and make videos, says, I wouldn't want you to be in my army. By the way, this guy's a veteran and Nick's not. I wouldn't want you to be in my army, Mistake Man. Oh, okay. Okay. Fucking weak, says Nick. Now, Missile Man is trying not to get banned because anytime you disagree with anybody, this is a supporter of his. This is the same guy that wants you to report this to the Commandant of the Marine Corps. He's your guy. He's your fan. He's your friend. He follows you. Nope, you disagreed a little bit too much by mentioning Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton's not Phil. Imagine saying that Phil obsesses over you because he wants to be you, and someone mentions Al Sharpton in chat, and you're like, Al Sharpton isn't Phil. They're different people. This is a Phil chat. Be nice, Nick. I like you and support your efforts, says Missile Man. 7th Fanny Pack Division. That's right. I had 7 joints in the 7th Fanny Pack Division. Being nice doesn't get shit done. How about take action, not come up with weak excuses to not? Tell me Nick's not panicking. Nick does not want to go to court. Nick, you said you're a millionaire, bro. Go to court. That's how this shit's settled. You said that he has no case. Prove it. You have the money and the time. Go to court. If anybody's coming up with excuses to not, it's you. If somebody serves me, you better believe they're going to have pictures of me. I'm going to have headshots done with the paperwork. Go to court. I might have glamour photos. Me holding up my summons wearing nothing but a light coat of baby oil and a smile. Ready to go. Put them out on the internet. And my OnlyFans. Al Sharpton, he says, do something and quit taking up space in my channel. What? I'm going to have a feather boa. A feather boa and nothing else but my summons. Stop taking up space in my channel. Be productive. If you hate something so much, find a way to take action. Nick's in a panic. Missile Man says, read up in your chat. I submitted an email template, all here to use to send to General Berger about getting the Navy JAG to investigate Phildo. The military can take him on charges of crimes against humanity that carry a death penalty. Okay, look. First of all, crimes against humanity is a thing that international courts use that's generally not recognized in U.S. courts. People are not being prosecuted against, this is not a thing that's happening, right? We're talking about the people who get charged with crimes against humanity are like dictators who like fucking nuked their town or used biological weapons on whatever. This is not happening. You're crazy. Outside the corrupt civil court system. The civil or civilian? Civil court? Nick won't even show up to civil court for his defamation charges. Logical. That's right. Stay with that energy. Phil isn't Al Sharpton. Stay focused. I don't think he said Phil was Al Sharpton. That would be weird. Phil Sharpton. I bet you make a Snapchat filter for it. Total control. I don't know what that is. Missile Man says, understand law and the difference between it and the legal system. They are not synonymous. The law and the legal system are two different things. Encouraging others is greater than Al Sharpton comment. You just got to encourage others or get out of here. Stop taking up space in my chat. You understand the difference between Phil and Al Sharpton, and we are all good. He's very upset about the Al Sharpton part. You understand the difference, right? They're two different people. One of them's black, but I'm not going to tell you which one. Focus on the goal. All efforts work. By the way, I'm 64 years old and a U.S. Air Force veteran, been studying this crap for decades. I'm here, like hearing with your ear, I'm here to advise and help when I can. Now Nick's like, oh, thank you for your service. I wouldn't want you in my army. Well, good thing you don't have an army, Nick. You got a den full of retarded cubs. Where's that? Oh, shit.
Sagift1 just gifted 25 subs.
Oh, shit. Thank you for the gifted subs. That's a lot. 25 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I'm grabbing something over here. See, the problem with Nick is this is the line he tells people they're going to get, and then this is the line they end up with. This is the line he tells people they're going to get. This is like, come to Good Line Films. We got all the receipts. We did all the research. And you get there and you're like, well, I'm not sure I should be here without an adult. Can I get some supervision over here? And you know that a lion never runs. Running from a female process server. And you know we got all the best researchers. Copy and paste everyone else's work. And you know Biden's never said the word Space Force. A video clip of Biden saying the word Space Force 134 times. I'm not scared. Phil doesn't have a case. I haven't been served, and I will show up in court and prove that. Oh, we're storming the Capitol. I think smoking these joints probably reduced the amount of violence there, bro. I do. I think that really happened. Oh, no. Whoa. Let's get back. We got some more to read. Hold on. Keep it up. The template I took from yours and make it more appropriate for the military to action on. I've sent several like it to General Berger. Suggest everyone here do the same as well. Those emails are not getting to the Commandant of the Marine Corps. Uh-oh.
Phil Godolfsky just gifted 17 subs.
Of course he did. Thank you for the gifted subs. Of course you did. Of course you did. Someone else says thank you for your service. He means face him in court like a man. He wouldn't even come outside if I went to his house. I bet he would. Look, I'm all like asshole and bravado or whatever on the stream. But if a millionaire shows up to my house, I'm fixing to get my ass beat. Okay? I might go out there and just go into the fetal position and dare him to kick me. Papa's getting some money now. Look out. Look out. I'm getting paid. What? I'm getting paid. No. General Berger in this instance, and it would still probably end up on General Smith's desk. Somebody said, wouldn't it be General Eric M. Smith? Nope. Why would you send out a letter to the Commandant of the Marine Corps? He's not Navy JAG. If you email that address, it's guaranteed it'll be sent to spam, discarded, unread. The Commandant is not going to read that because it's not his purview, nor is it a concern of his. Every branch has their JAG. In the beginning, it states Navy JAG, but addresses Marines. It's one or the other. That's true. Davy Jag is spearheading all investigations on treason and crimes against humanity, which Fildo is very guilty of at this point. I don't know that that's true. Here's Nick's defense. First of all, it says there's actually is significant evidence that Iraq will revalue everything else. I don't know. Nick Alvier says Tennessee rules are what you state. The video shows it wasn't a serve. It wasn't a serve, guys. Have you never watched a tennis match? Crypto Gamble says retired Air Force here, worked for the Army for 7 years at Fort Bragg. Your content is best. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It wasn't a Tennessee serve. Okay? It was not a Tennessee serve. I can tell you that much. Back to the video. Let's see what we got. Thank you for the donation, by the way. I appreciate it. Crypto Gambles. Here we go. Let's hear more stuff about me that isn't real.
But I was the first one with the court documents that put them up. I put them up for all use.
I did it first. I did it first.
I did it first. I did it first. That's how I sound, guys. Are you guys even listening to? I did it first. I got a vape.
And they
I never been about credit. Like, fuck credit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so yeah.
Fuck credit.
We're doing this for the bigger
It's
picture.
a credit thing. I wanted to be a Knicks fan. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go watch multiple films of Nick. Whatever he's got for free. I don't want you to pay him a dime. Whatever he's got for free, go watch every film he's got for free. And then watch, if you haven't seen it, the last, 3 months of my live streams. See if you think that me and Nick are on the same team. See if you think we're cheering for the same side. See if you think we'd be compatible. I've been covering the scams, the grifts, the lies within the Q movement. And a Q guy comes up and is like, "Hey, I don't know why he flipped on me. I thought he wanted to be in my movie." Yeah, I did. That's exactly right. I'm so angry that I wanted to be in your movie. Why can't I be in it, Nick? I bet you Phil puts me in his movie. Oh. So now Phil is advertising for Will? That's not suspect at all. Not a suspect at all. Not at all. It really doesn't help that Oliver's mom has a nose that clearly resembles a beak. And then she just repeats what other people say. So here's how this reads in my head when you see her profile picture. So now Phil is advertising for Will? That's not suspect at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not suspect at all. Don't do it to yourself, Oliver's mom. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Anyways, then real life Cartman shows up and says, "Two queers trying to fool the masses together." This is the guy who I still have screenshots of. This guy is calling me homosexual, okay? This guy also tried to make a bet with me that he was right. And when I said, "What are you betting?" He said, "My channel versus yours." I said, "You don't have a channel." Then he said, "Okay, well, let's make a bet that the loser has sex with the winner." Now, I know that's hard to believe, but here it is. If I get on the right screen. I said, let me zoom out some. This is from yesterday where he's trying to get Jason's Q's tiny little penis to show up. I said, "Also, what fucking channel do you have?" He said, "Haha, love you, Will. We should bet that the loser has sex with the winner." I sent you $50 because I felt bad. You'll know who it's from. Good luck, pal. That's it. That's his profile picture. That's his username. That's him. He tried to proposition me multiple times for sex. And then he's like, oh, I bet that guy's totally gay. I have no issue with gay people. My nephew's gay. And he's awesome. But why are you trying to proposition me for sex? And then you accuse me of being homosexual. Weird. Not at all. Not at all. Imagine watching Will in 2024. He's standing up for the vax and now feel incredible. Takes a while, but true colors come through with that turd. It is like a German sausage. You're right. And Germans make the best sausages. Fight me. Let's go.
And Will got upset that we didn't put him in the movie. Honestly, I thought it.
Super.
And I was like, what am I
Super
gonna put?
upset.
He's not really even vocally clear. Like, there's nothing I could show that I'm going to do better.
I've been featured in 2 articles. I was used in 2 articles and asked not to feature my name. Why would I 2 national art? Why the hell would I want to be in your movie?
And so he started making fun of, like, attacking my character, making fun. I don't know if he made fun of the movie. He just attacked me. He said, go watch the movie.
Oh, wait, he finally got something right. He finally got something right. He used to say I was trying to keep people from watching his movie. He used to say I was trying to drive people away from the movie. He used to say, oh, shit, Eric's about 56 packs. Jesus, thank you very much, Eric. I appreciate it. You're not Eric Cartman, are you? Because that would be awkward. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. 56 packs, no messages. He used to say that I didn't want people to watch his movies. He used to say I was defending Phil in the movie. He used to say I was driving people away. And the only truth here is that I told people to watch the movie repeatedly, over and over again, on a loop, because I knew they were going to say that. Oh, he just don't want people to watch your movie because you're so much better a movie maker when you do the voiceover and someone else edits everything and you buy all your stock footage and put it up. He used to try to say that. Now he's at least like, well, I don't know if he made fun of the movie, but he called me a douchebag. That's what he's really upset at. He called me a douchebag. That's what he's upset about.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so yeah, fuck credit. We're doing this for the bigger picture, and Will got upset that we didn't put him in the movie. Honestly, I thought about it, and I was like, what am I going to put? He's not really even vocally clear. Like, there's nothing I could show that I'm good.
He has an accent. Dr. Z thinks my accent's fake. I was born and raised in British Columbia, and this is what we sound like. I don't know what to tell you.
To do better. And so he started making fun of, like, attacking my character, making fun. I don't know if he made fun of the movie. He just attacked me. He said, go watch the movie, but Nick's a douchebag and everything under.
Go watch the movie, but Nick's a douchebag. That was an apt comparison to what I said. But I had the receipts too. I started off with you're a douchebag, and then I said, here's why he's a douchebag. Okay?
The son. It sounds like an extension of Phil. And then now we're getting the proof because Phil's finding ways to pay him money.
The Phil stanchion. And Phil's finding ways to pay him money by supporting a baby that was born 3 months early in the ICU. That's what Will does. He finds friends that are pregnant, and he induces their labor early so Phil can swoop in and be like, here's money for that baby, and then I just go gobble it all up. I just take all of it. That's what's been going on. I've been inducing early labors. I caused a shooting to happen that I wasn't even present for. I caused a bunch of shootings to be happened, but we're talking about a specific one that Mariah's cousin was involved in. Probably I may have had something to do with the death of my parents. You know, that's right. Might as well be.
$2,000, man. That's great.
2,000.
I'm seeing trolls in the room.
Will did it for $2,000, man. Will did it for $2,000, man. Exactly. If someone was going to pay me money, why would I do it on a public? I have a bank account. I even have a credit card. Why would I do it in a place? Why would Phil use his real? You can put you could put, Mike Hawk if you want to. Don Kedek. He put his real name and a real amount that you got wrong several times. That's how I'm going to get paid under the table. Yeah, you could wire me money. You could send a check in the mail. You could send a cashier's check. But what I really want you to do is go to this public platform, use your real name, sign in, and make a public donation. Donate to the preemie maker. That sounds a little sadistic. I don't know if I like that slogan. Suko.
I don't know what the fuck they're trolling about.
Will is after me. I mean, Will has 1,000 followers, I think, on his. Will's a nobody, dude. I mean,
nobody. I'm a nobody. I'm just going to talk about him for 9.5 minutes on my live stream. Will's a nobody, dude. A nobody. Back to what Will just said. Back to what Will just did. Back to Will for the 4th show in a row. He's a nobody. It's always weird that everybody puts me down as I don't have a big following. Nobody watches me. I'm going to lose everybody. All my subscribers are leaving. He'll never make it. He'll never do this. But it irritates them so much that I exist. They can't shut the fuck up about it. They just can't stop. They can't stop. He's a nobody. Let's get back to what he said. Here's what he said. Here's what he's doing.
you're going to be a
Send me a Zelly.
nobody when you got no personality, when you're just no love. You got to have a little bit of love to get something.
This is personality. If this was my personality, I would jump off a fucking bridge. I would look for a bridge without water below, maybe a fucking 6-lane interstate in rush hour.
But he's on that.
It ain't happening, sir. It ain't happening, sir.
Yeah, man.
It ain't
You got
happening.
No love and no
It
diet.
ain't
You guys
happening.
just get-
I'm a 40-year-old man who looks 75 who's still trying to make it in the rap game. It ain't happening, bro. It ain't happening. Okay? I'm fixing to catch my break at 93. Rapping about Joe Biden. But you're not getting it, Will. It ain't happening. Give up, bro. Give up. Okay.
Getting bigger by the day.
Oh,
Phil has a willy.
They're having a full meltdown.
Yeah. He definitely does now.
Country Club, Slim Shady.
If Will loses Phil, he'll lose followers. If Phil goes away, so does.
Wait a second. When I cover Phil, I do get more views. It's somewhere between 8 to 9%. If you think that I'm going to miss 8, I've ran off more than that in one fucking show. I've literally told people, don't ever come back, don't watch again, in one show.
Will wants Phil to stick around. Isn't that weird? Yeah. In a way, I'm curious to see what happens when it's all done. When the Scranton Times wins against this.
Wait, it's already
against
done.
Phil.
It's already done, right? You took him down. Kill shot. It's over. He's got no leg to stand on. It's always weird when Nick says that we took Phil down and then he's begging for people to report Phil while he's running from a process server. Imagine saying, oh, that bear that lives in the woods, I killed it. Yep, it's dead. I killed it. I took it down. We harvested that bear. It's dead. No more bears. And then the next day I see you running for your fucking life with the same bear chasing you. That's weird. I don't think you're figuring it out yet.
And then when Bree wins, this momentum that people have had of just getting pissed off about this guy, where are they going to put their energy
Look.
for that?
You can say whatever you want about the Bree case. You can say whatever you want about the Scranton Times case. I am interested to see the Nick case. He went well above and beyond what everybody else did. You can get mad at me if you want to. I don't care. He hired people to pass out flyers to Phil in Phil's neighborhood. He bought billboards. One of the tenets of proving that defamation against a public figure is actual malice. And he's got hour-long live streams talking about how he fucking hates Phil. Do you know what malice is? Yeah, I did this. I fucking hate him. And I'd do it again because I fucking hate him. He's a piece of shit. I fucking hate him. You don't have any 4-hour videos of Chris Kelly talking about how much he hates Phil, and that's why he did all this. I am super excited to see how this case works out. And I don't think it has a goddamn thing to... Yes. It's called, I supported the message, and I said, but look how fucked up the messenger is. That's a thing. I don't understand how you can't. Nick thinks that he's so likable that no one could ever go against him. There's no way Will doesn't like what I say, or Will comes out and says that I'm wrong, or Will disputes one of my videos, or my actions, or the chat, or the stream, or whatever. It has to be that I was paid, right? It has to be. It has to be. What else could it be? It has to be that Will was paid. There's no chance I'm just wrong and Will's right. No possible way. Or he just dislikes me, or this is the type of stuff that he covers. No way.
Oh, damn, I didn't even see that one. Wow, this is an interesting night tonight, man. This is like fully packed, like ping, ping, ping.
Yeah. Zilosophy, what's up? Dr. Z says, Wildo, we call him Wildo because he's a Phil Dildo. Wildo threatened to murder, suicide his family.
Wildo was my nickname in high school, the human dildo. Wildo, the human dildo. That was me.
On a live. True story. And yeah.
This is a true story. So if you've never seen this clip, it's probably one of my greatest hits. We were talking about Hamilton, okay? And Mariah's beautiful. Mariah's my wife. She's beautiful. And she's very good at spelling. I'm the math guy. She's a spelling person. She's better at me than spelling. She's better at me in a bunch of ways. History's not our strong suit, okay? And sometimes I get like playfully aggravated when we're talking about history stuff. So I was trying to explain to her for probably 20 minutes what Hamilton, the musical, was. And then she mentioned Shakespeare. And I'm like, what are you talking about Shakespeare for? And she's like, duh, Hamilton, Shakespeare. She confused Hamilton with Hamlet. Hamilton with Hamlet. So I kind of playfully with her acted like I was mad. I wasn't really. Who would be mad about that, right? But I acted like I was mad, and I was like, you don't even know. You don't even know how close I am. You confused Hamlet and Hamilton. You don't know how close I am to one of those veteran stories about a triple homicide suicide. It was a dark joke. You might not like it. You might think it's silly. You might think it's a bad taste, but it was clearly a joke. Like, even she was in here laughing. Like, I don't know. You know I don't do history. Ha, ha, ha. And then she said something about I can't fucking spell, which I can spell decently. I'm just not good at it. It's not as good as she is at it. It was a joke. Everybody here was laughing. They clipped it and put some scary music behind it. And they're like, And then they want to do a show, like almost like they were reaching out to me because they saw how bad it looked, that they're talking about a veteran snapping and having like a meltdown, and they're like, well, honestly, this was Dr. Z, Dr. Zipper Service for Scott McKay. They're like, honestly, if he does have problems, we just want to see him get help. You know, someone said he was a veteran, which they questioned to begin with. Someone said he was a veteran, and we just want to see people like that get help. If that's true, we just want to see him get help. Like, they try to turn it around after they questioned whether I even served in the military, of course.
Will is just as emotionally unstable as Phil. And I don't know what it is, but in my last...
Super emotionally unstable. You guys see me up here? I don't think they get... Sometimes on the show, I overreact or react dramatically, or call someone out in a dramatic way because I'm having fun with it's a show. It's supposed to be entertaining and funny. Now their show is boring, dry, and humorless. So I don't think they understand that sometimes I overreact and it's funny. What the hell is wrong with y'all? No wonder your shows are such shit. No wonder your shows are fucking shit.
Like 5 years, somehow I just like ignite people, and I don't know what it is, but in my last like 5 years, somehow I just like ignite people, and I just this kind of personality comes out of them. Like most of his followers are like, this isn't.
He's got me right on the edge of my seat. I couldn't be more worked up. He's got me good. The fuck?
You, dude, you're like our intel guy. Why are you so defensive of?
He lost his legs in a combat washing machine accident, Nick. Fuck you. You tool.
Nick, why you talk? You said like 10 times you never talk about him again. Dude, we're over you. Like, where's our intel?
And then, stop talking about it.
And then there's Will, who's like getting all weird and talking all kinds of mad shit, and he's just all angry. He's just an angry beaver. And
I'm so angry, guys. You don't even know how angry. Actually, I think the first time that I've gotten legitimately mad at somebody for something they did on the internet, I don't get mad about the internet. It's the internet, right? It pays my bills. I like to be dramatic. I like to be funny. I like you guys to laugh. I don't get mad at stuff on the internet. It's the internet. I still have a wife and kids and family and a house and everything at home, right? It has nothing to do with the internet. I think the first time I've actually got mad about something someone did on the internet was last night with Bert. What Bert did to Marianne, his follower. That was horrible. That was horrible. And I was legitimately mad at Bert when I first read it. I don't know. I was mad when I first read it. I was probably still a little bit mad when I did the show. I was legitimately mad. I'm not mad about Nick. What have you done? You released my greatest hits. Thank you.
And then Alessandro, this guy who used to work for me and I trusted like a brother, then now has gone south and he's like really obsessive, making memes about it.
Trusted you like a brother? You told him you were FBI, you fucking retard. Imagine getting the lightest sentence possible for January 6th and then texting somebody and telling them you're the FBI. That's a good look, Fedwardo.
About me all day, which is like, that's honorable. I can see like you're growing your hair out and you're trying to make a clone copy of Good Line TV, but like you gotta have soul and creativity, man.
You don't have talent, bro. Like
when you first started, all the videos were Alessandro's. Thank you, Eric. Eric got you a six-pack. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All the videos were his when you started, dude. All the videos were his. But now you're upset and you'll be like, you're trying to be me. Is that what's actually going on? I don't know. I don't think that's it, bro. I think you missed the mark.
like we have talent in our pinkies, and he breaks his pinky.
Where's all this talent? Somebody show me.
Oh, it was China. It was China.
Yeah, no, that was God sent. And yeah, so Phil's not really worth too much examination. I know it's juicy and it's like a fight online, but we all know the ending. There's no line.
We all know the ending.
And then he'll get his ass beat.
What did you just say? He'll go to court eventually? Why are you still hiding then? If you're going to beat his ass in court, why are you hiding?
But we all know the ending. There's no lie in my movie. We'll go to court eventually. And then he'll get his ass beat by me, by Scranton Times.
You know, if you weren't running from being served, you could just say, we'll go to court on July 8th. It wouldn't be eventually. It wouldn't be eventually. Just say, we'll go to court on July 8th. He'll get his ass beat when I decide I'm not going to run away from being served or getting served and pretending that I didn't get served, you know? That's when we'll go to court. Right then. You can bet on that whenever I stop running away. Just go, dude. You've got the winning case. You claim you didn't say anything, you didn't do anything even outside of your movie. The actions you took with billboards and hiring people and all that stuff. Go, prove it in court. Then nobody can say shit to you, dude. Nobody can say shit. Go.
I breathe.
I breathe.
So fuck you, Phil Doe. I'm gonna call you every day. I'm just gonna say that. Fuck you, Phildo.
I'm still trying to figure out if, like, why did he name me and Z? Z, what's up, bro? I didn't even get to say what's up to Dr. Z.
Yeah.
What did he, like, make us witnesses to?
I don't know.
OM, Z, me.
You guys are part of how I don't exactly know.
Here we go. The intellectual giants are here to discuss. What did he make me witness? What did he make me witness something? What did he make me witness? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? He said he's going to name all those people co-defendants. What did he make me? Did he make me witness something that I wasn't supposed to witness?
Z, me.
You guys are part of how I don't exactly know.
I don't even know.
He's trying to make you guys witnesses or some shit. I don't know. He's trying to.
Oh, he's trying to make you guys witnesses? You think you guys are witnesses, dude? Did you witness anything? Jesus Christ.
He didn't attach you guys, but he wants to show that you guys are like the ones who did the
Like, we were part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks he coined everything. He put everything together, right? He thinks that he did that. He doesn't even realize the stuff that he's bragging about. We discovered, found, broadcast, talked about, went over years ago. We made up the name Phildo. Did you? Is that something you did? Is it? I don't know. Seems strange.
Hey, Z. Fuck Phildo fucking faggins, PH.
Yeah, so Phil said to all of his people, he said, go watch the movie. Go watch Nick's movie. But then he actually got it taken off my Rumble, saying that it's copyright, taking his video. So I challenged it.
Yeah,
I
but
challenged
so he can do that if he wants. I mean, that's within his purview if he wants to. Don't you have a website you hosted on?
Did you win?
it. I think there's still some days left before I find out, but like he's so all over the place. And then he's like, here's his Nick's Telegram. Go join it. And then I just dropped so much information to all of his people that he was
You made them witness something. You made them witness something. They don't know what, but they witnessed it.
quickly regretting it to where now he's like trying to get that restraining order.
Yeah.
When is he going to learn? Nothing stops me, dude. Like, can't.
Listen, I can tell you two things. One, Phil does a fuck.
Nothing stops you but a 180-pound woman with some paperwork.
Faggot, PH. And
Easy.
everything Phil has done is like a carbon copy of what we've done.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally carbon copy.
I don't know if I'd go that far. You made a video, Phil made a video. That's a thing, right? But Phil existed before anybody knew you guys existed. Wait, everything?
It's almost like he's a clone.
Didn't the feds come kick down your fucking door and drag you back in because you jumped your probation out of California? That stopped you a little bit. I remember seeing that video. That kind of stopped you, right? That stopped you just a little bit. Nothing could stop me, bro. Oh wait, your girl had to go back in and get your shoes because the federal agent stopped you. You remember that one? That was a thing. I remember that one. Do you remember that one? Is there any way that we can make Script Keeper witness that? Is that a thing we can do? Force him to witness it?
Who is it?
Everybody's like, Will shared him going down for J6. He's going to show this video to his grandkids. This has nothing to do with J6. He skipped his fucking probation, or his probation out of where he's supposed to. He didn't report that he was moving across the country.
Do you have a search warrant? Do you have a search warrant? Hi. Earlier the door was covered, so I was like, open it. I just live alone.
Okay. Who? Are you here by yourself?
I'm not, no.
No. Is he in here?
I have a friend here, yeah.
Yeah. What's his name?
His name's Nick.
Nick. Okay. Can you step out for me?
Me?
Yep.
Oh,
Step
okay.
out right here.
Sorry.
Okay.
What's going on?
Hey, Nick. U.S. Marshals.
This seems like this stops you a little bit.
He's not got guns.
So somebody just said who records them opening the door. So somebody knocked the door, and because they're there to arrest them, they had the peephole covered. And she comes out and says, earlier, the peephole was covered. That's why I didn't open. They had the peephole covered. They don't want somebody getting the drop on them, right, looking through the peephole. So they usually stand to the side. We used to do this where we did like fucking extractions and shit. You cover the peephole, usually with like a gloved hand. They even make a little device to cover the peephole. It's like a mirror reflection. So she didn't answer the door at first, but then she started recording. Either she knew it was law enforcement or she thought somebody was fucking with her.
Come on out, brother. Hey, turn around, put your hands behind your back. You got a federal warrant for your arrest, man. Yes. Just take it easy for us, all right? We're gonna get you all situated, man. Get you some shoes and all that stuff, all right? That's it.
This stopped him a little bit. Nothing stops me, bro.
I didn't know they do this for probation violation.
Yeah, they will, man. Now what I call.
I didn't know they do this for probation I knew I violated. I knew I was violating. I knew I broke my probation orders, but I didn't know they arrested people, bro. Bro. They arrest people for violating their probation? Bro.
We'll never know.
I heard you guys, and then I saw the people covered, and I was like, I'm afraid. I don't.
She said she was afraid. That's why she started recording.
Did you go get Nick some shoes?
Yes, one second.
You have anything in your pocket? Anything like that?
This isn't Baby Mama or Alpa. This is a different woman who he probably beat into a pulp. I don't have no sympathy for anybody who could lay hands on a woman like that. You know what I mean? It's one thing, like the videos where we see like a woman like beating the shit out of a guy and then finally he decks her. That's one thing. I'm only going to let anybody hit me so many times. But just to beat the shit out of your fucking significant other, get out of here. She on a shoe hunt. Does Nick even own shoes? He's basically a Buddhist. He might not even own shoes. She might be walking back out there to be like, oh, he showed up barefoot. He showed up I don't know what to tell you. He showed up barefoot.
PH. And two, everything Phil has done is like a carbon copy of what we've done.
Everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally carbon copy.
It's almost like he's a clone and has no soul.
Yeah, remember when he tried his rap career for 45 years, hoping he would finally catch a break? He's a carbon copy, bro. You haven't heard his rap called Big Daddy Biden yet? Oh, that's pretty good.
Like, for someone to rip off older ladies and older men, mostly older ladies, like that, without thinking about what he's doing and the repercussion. And yeah, so there's a few things I have like to show and to equip.
I gotta send you to pod people. I'm sending you a video right now. I gotta get it over to you right now. It's pod people.
Send the pod people.
I'm sending it in the chat. It's like a 7-minute video, but it's so dope. You're gonna be like, yo, that's pretty dope. When I got it, I was like, damn, this shit is on point.
Heck yeah.
I think Phil was part of the pod people, guys.
Oh yeah. So I want to share what FCB posted today. Because over the last few days, I've been equipping people with all this information about Q streaming and all the lies and gold code and how you can report Phil.
So there you go. That was the segment about me. Well, we got more screenshots. You want to see? It's just 12:30. You guys want to see some more? I'll read a couple more before we wrap it up. Anyways, to put a pin on this, if you don't want to stick around, Nick does no research. He doesn't edit his own videos. He doesn't put them together. So the basically all he does is the voiceover and the music while he's teaching people, talking about how he's a filmmaker. What are you filmmaking, bro? What are you filmmaking? Phil, you only donate $1,000 to Bird. You showing off your car. Are we supposed to be impressed? Come on, man. You could at least do 5,000. Well, it didn't go to me, but wow, Will gave up for a lousy grand. He got way more than that. Don't kid yourselves. I guess Fat Bird is chirping tonight. Guy is disgusting. He's a dirty hillbilly. I can't stand his voice. He sounds like a 10-year-old boy who is a chain smoker. That makes sense. Never heard of before being on here. He's a dirt. Oh, that's the same one. I thought he said it again. Me either. I never followed this white trash grifter. Explain my grift. How much did you donate to a baby in the NICU? How much did you donate to a child fighting for his life, born 3 months early? Okay, then. Oh, he did say it again. He's a dirty hillbilly. Cold beer sounds the hillbilly haven of fucked up people. That's not a sentence, but good try. I can't stand his voice. Sounds like a 10-year-old boy who is a chain smoker. Phil, no one cares about Big Bird. Just because you think you have one friend now using you for cash, Bird never has any views. Oh, gonna hurt Nick so bad. Idiot! Again, I'm insignificant. Imagine making the claim that I'm insignificant. You dedicate 30 minutes of your show to me, and all your chat talks about is me. That's weird. If this guy wasn't such a dirty, pig-mouthed idiot, if anyone is a leftist dope, it's Will. As Nick said, no one likes Phil. He has no friends. Do you ever see him out doing guy stuff? Shooting? You ever see him shoot a gun? I don't think I've ever seen Nick out shooting. Is Nick out shooting a lot? Is that one of his hobbies? I mean, he's hitting a hot rail of coke and I guess shooting some baby batter and some Asian hookers. But is he shooting anything else or just the baby batter? The old penicillin? While his girlfriend's crying with her face looking like hamburger meat in the other room? No, because he has none. He has Carrie, who is happy with his money, and where on earth are the kids? Does he not remember when Will attacked him, but now apparently they are besties? Also, Nick said, does he ever get invited on any shows? No! What happened to the Charlie Ward show? Haha. I thought that was going to happen. He insisted. He's been on my show. I don't know if that helps my claims or hurts my claims, but he's been on my show. Nick said I did a 2-hour interview with him. He couldn't even look up the timestamps. It was 5 hours. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's 5 hours. 5. Cold beer is trying to roast good line Nick. Thumbs down. He has all week. We are ignoring him. It sounds like it. It sounds like this is ignoring me, guys. This right here, ignoring me. That's why my name's all in their chat. New phone, who dis? He's irrelevant. He wants so bad not to be, but his outlook is horrible, and his fruit is rotten. I got rotten fruits over here. Anybody? Anybody need an apple with a worm? Let's go to the gun range and post a video. Let's just shoot at each other. I'll get behind a car and you get behind. You just stand out in the open. Let's have a gun battle in your backyard. Oh, I'm too fat and vape too much to move like I used to. Shoot, move, and communicate. That's right. He's irrelevant. Who wants so bad not to, but his outlook is horrible and his fruit is rotten. Mariah loves my fruit. All eggplant all the time. Oh, that's a vegetable? I can't remember. She loves it. He really is irrelevant. You can't do this. He's so irrelevant. You're talking about me. He's so irrelevant. You're talking about me. Both of those I sent are really good, but the one is about that wrestler that may not be your thing that is heartbreaking. What? Wrestle you. Ah, Don. Are you the one that typed up the retarded fucking response with no punctuation? Trying so hard to be relevant to his echo chamber of groupies. You guys are my groupies. Sometimes I call you my harem. And if you're thinking, is that in a sexual way? Yes. Yes, it is. It always is. Oh. Angry Bird is a sellout. He's so desperate for cash and to be someone that he clearly is Dildo's bitch now. I said what I said. No one cares, Granny. No one cares. No one cares. Oh, what's this say? At real Phil Godlewski, Burt Lynch, the person who pooped in your car. Can we go over to Phil's dad's bodybuilding post? That was my favorite. Anyone going after a real Phil Godlewski deserves a pass regardless. At real Phil Godlewski, you could have stopped the film, so it's your fault kids can't play with children. Uh-oh. Looks like you got banned. I don't even know who banned him. Probably the bot. Probably the bot. You're banned. Apparently, he's chatting away in Will's show. No secrets there. All right. Apparently, he's chatting away in Will's show. All right. No secrets there. No secrets there. Gotcha. And Pebbles is besties with Will. We're more than besties, okay? We send nudes to pay each other. That's right. She's like, oh, Will, I haven't had sex in so long. Will you fly to California and just lay it to me? My husband don't mind. He likes to watch. Damn. Would we get banned if we chimed in? No. Well, unless you say something that's like triggering. No. What the heck? He's on Twitch. Ah, he's on Twitch. He's on Twitch. Ah. Sorry. I don't know why that voice pops in now. It's just too much. Susan Schaefer says, I refuse to watch creepy. Am I creepy? Sneaking up on you? I do have a van and candy. Am I creepy? Let's vote. Hold on. Shut it down. We got a Twitch poll. Let's see how creepy we are. Manage the poll. You got to hold with me before. Create a new poll. I'm getting it. Hold on. 3-minute poll. Here we go. No additional votes. You get one vote. Is Will creepy? Oh, let me capitalize my name so you guys know it's me. Is Will creepy? Send the poll. Start it. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Is Will creepy? Live results coming in right now. Is Will creepy? Is Will creepy? Let's see. We get 7 votes so far. The timer's counting down. The only options are yes and also yes. I'm creeping. Ooh, here I come. Here we go. Let's see what we get. It's 94% so far. Keep voting. We're almost there. We're almost there. Uh-oh. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, we had to cut away for a second. It's taking too long. I shouldn't have made it so long. Ooh, late at night, while you're sleeping, Rangers come a-creeping. All around, men at war. Kill, kill, kill. That's a cadence, by the way. Okay, clearly the answer is also yes. Okay? I didn't need that to my pride or my ego. Thank you a lot. I just shut it down. I refuse to watch Creepy Will. He doesn't know everything as he lets on. Look, I'm probably the smartest person you're going to run into on average. Like if we had to average it out and we talked about all the people you run into the day, unless you work at like a fucking national laboratory or something, I hate to brag, but this is it. This is it. He doesn't know everything as he lets on. He's full of hot air and broke. I'm sure we'll hear he's going gambling in Vegas with Fildo money soon. Not just with Fildo money. We have a whole trip planned. He's going to give me one of those champagne lap dances or whatever. I saw it happen. You're going to get me with the champagne, baby. You can smell Phil's desperation. Ha 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 ha. He trolls in here for content. I'm not even in there, to be fair. I've just got trolls creeping around. With Phil's great legal team, inside source, and computer hacking skills, he still needed Redneck Will to find this? Yeah, totally believable. What did I find? He's buddying up with the guy who claims was the only one who really exposed Phil. Oh, wait, you guys flipped the poll around. No, also yes one. Also yes one. I see it in the background. With 42 votes, also yes, he is creepy. Who really exposed Phil. Good because he always hangs himself when he starts talking. His superior intelligence just won't allow him to shut the fuck up. Okay, that's kind of mean. Unpredictably is a creepy aspect of. I missed that one. Phil is so desperate and pathetic. Don't care. I speak truth, and they are welcome to anything I say. I've seen these morons in action for at least 4 years now, and they are so predictable. He's irrelevant. All right, preaching to the choir here. Preaching to the choir. I'm often the topic. All right. Sorry. He's probably doing it right now during his show. You wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong. Will Bird was just roasting Nick, and a viewer named Real Phil Godlewski just gifted Will with 17 subs. Will replied with, of course he does. Was it Phil, though? Will was responding to the 17. Something Phil would do. May have been a joke. Or not. That's very scary there. Oh. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my bad. I'm sorry, but what? You're all about Will now, Philip, right? I thought he was the one who exposed you better than anyone else, right? Exactly. He's flip-flop. Everything's a flip-flop to them. Motherfucker, get you some slides. I'm tired of hearing about your flip-flops. Everybody's a flip-flop. Get some slides or something. Get some Crocs. And honestly, I can't believe his following will like listening to Will. He has no manners at all. Am I teaching a manners class? Is that what I'm doing? Am I supposed to teach you how to be cordial? Is that what this show is? I'm very confused. Not only that, he blasphemes God and makes a joke using the Lord's name in vain. He just continues to show himself for the devil he is. I am Jervis. This is what happens when they're all over there talking about me. All the grannies gone wild. He's irrelevant. These people are foaming at the mouth. I put it in a Twitter post earlier. Nick went after Phil. So now if Nick comes out and says, Will got a $2,000 donation, and I'm like, no, it was $1,000 and it didn't go to me. They're like, oh, you love Phil. You hate kids. You're a pedophile and satanic. They can't see anything else. Will's School of Manners and Hillbilliness. That's a good title. Somebody save that for later. Write that down, chat.
Incoming dono clip.
Just continues to show himself for the devil he is. He has no idea what he is doing, and God sees all and knows all. All right, it's the Twilight Zone. All right. A year ago, he was going to sue the cold brew guy for defamation. That is true. Will is totally gross. And the way he demeans women, I can't. Have I offended you? Like, I joke with my wife because we have that relationship. She jokes with me. She says stuff about me. And I say, but I don't just randomly come out and be like, you got a vagina. I can tell from here, you idiot. What is going on? I don't do that. Let's play this dono clip. Maybe. It depends on who it's from. Yaller nuts in the dono clip.
Will's creepy. He's an asshole. What the hell is Bill doing in chat? But the earth's still not flat.
Very good. Very good, Yaller Nuts. That was very good. Thank you very much, Yaller Nuts, for the $5 tip. What is going on? It's been a weird day, isn't it? It's been a weird day. I can't stand him. Agree completely. Absolutely trailer trash. I don't think they know. Like, okay, I did get my camper used. Like, I live in a camper and at a campground on the river, and we went there temporarily because we lost our house on a contract dispute. If you're new here, I was buying my house rent to own from someone who thought was my friend. I didn't go through the legal process of setting up the purchase and doing this and registering it with the county like you're supposed to do. And basically, him and his wife are getting divorced. They need to get rid of the house quick. I lived there for 3 years, paid payments towards the house. Then one day he's like, I got to sell it. My credit's shot. And I'm like, what? He's like, I got his credit. I got to sell it. And I'm like, oh, so they don't, the donut clips are screened because they don't violate terms of service. Why wouldn't they be? Anyways, we couldn't find a house. The market went crazy. Like stuff that was in our price range doubled overnight. So we had a small camper and we were only planning on staying there like a few weeks, a few months or whatever till we found a house. But the market never resettled. And my wife and kids fell in love with the place we went to. It's a real like family campground. It's right on the river. They do year-round thing. Like there's a community of people who live there year-round. And then there's like people who travel in or whatever. It's a really nice place. The owner was really nice to us. Mariah likes the community. Like they have Taco Tuesdays and they have different days and different. Anyways, we love it. So what we decided to do was we bought a camper and we bought it used, but like new, it was like $80,000. Like it's a big camper. It's got 2 bedrooms, 2.5 or 1.5 baths. Well, basically 2 baths. It's just nice. It's a nice camper, but it's still a camper. But new, it was like $83,000 or something. We got it cheap from a couple that was retiring, and they really took care of it, and we love it. Atsuko's even been to it. So when these people are complaining with how I live, first of all, I live the way I enjoy, right? Like, we love it. I don't know why you're so upset with the way that I live. Why don't you worry about the way you live, right? Like, I don't care. And second of all, I guarantee you, if you went through some of the crack dens that these people live in, my camper's nice compared to their house. Like, it's really nice. It's like a house. And Mariah has like anxiety and stress, and she loved downsizing and like getting rid of stuff. We're still looking for a piece of land, but the last piece of land that I wanted to buy and move our camper to build a house, my wife didn't even want to go. I was saying about the kids. She was like, no, I don't want to leave the campground right now. I like it here. I don't want to. We found a piece of property that I was going to make an offer on and finance. And she's like, no, I want to stay here. So if I would have bought the property, I'd have had 2 payments where we're at now, plus the property. But eventually we'll probably move on. But we enjoy it right now. Like that's the way we want to live. What is wrong with that? Like, we like it. Anyways, Will is totally gross. Agree completely. Absolute trailer trash. And by the way, he smokes. He better get right with God. Wait, you can't smoke? I vape, first of all. You can't vape and go to heaven? I have a dream. We don't have the money right now. I mean, we could do it in stages, but I want to build our house, the next house we live in. I want to build it. I want to build it in a metal, like a barn dominium style. But I just got to save up money. Maybe I can get a piece of land, 1 year, the next year, pour the pad or whatever. But I don't know. All right, that was show 2023. All right. Popcorn lung from the vaping. That popcorn lung keeps you out of heaven? Looks like a forest fire. Okay, I don't vape that much, do I? Sometimes I blow it in the camera so I disappear. It's like a magic trick. I need an assistant from the audience. Right? So many to sue. So few days in the year. I think Phil wrote the book on that. Oh, okay. So the one in the middle is suing the one on the left. The middle is besties with the one on the right. The one on the left is promoting the one on the right and donating money. But at the same time, the one in the middle is telling the one on the left she's going to take him for everything. Do I have that right? No. I shared a link and Nick talked about it incorrectly. He was wrong. And this person said, Nick, you're wrong. And that was it. And they want the receipts for the advertisements. Yeah, you said you would produce receipts for every dime of money that come in for the advertisements. So far, you've produced a spreadsheet that anybody could type up. So if you say so, if I say I'm going to show you where every dime of this went, that went, this is every dime in my bank account, people expect to see the receipts. Sure. Yes. Bring me those damn receipts. Right now. Damn you, OM. Always my fault. Always my fault, right? Everything. Laugh out loud. Good grief. You're powerful. And the woman in the middle, one of her friends wrote today on X that Melon took $20,000 from Phil. There is so much drama and mistruths. Well, that's true. Oh, you haven't even seen. Hold on. You have hold on. When they're gonna have to maybe have her in court separately. That she has a snout on that one. She has a snout on her. It is impressive. It is impressive. It's wonder why she can't keep her nose out of everybody else's business. She can't keep her nose out of nobody's business. She's lucky if she can keep it in this zip code. It's just, it's just knocking people over and shit. It is rough. Let me see if I can find. Oh God. Here's one. She's having a very long tit day, but here's one. It's like when she was passing down God's assembly line, it was like hair, eyes, mouth, teeth, and when she got to the nose segment, like the assembly, the belt just quit, the conveyor belt, and it's just like nose, 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 nose. That one's good. Oh, you need to kick this back now. It's good. Nose, nose. All right. Anyways, as the telegram turns, and the what's that bottom one say? I don't see Phil giving anybody $20,000. He's too damn selfish. Yeah, he gave Will a few dollars, but he wants something from Will. Pay to play. Dangling carrots just like he does with his followers. Okay? I definitely agree. Sure, Phil just gave $20,000 to him. Where did they get this number from? Nick said it was $2,000, you idiots. What's the bottom one say? I donated privately. Hey, look, here in public I am telling everyone I gave privately. He's made to manipulate in any instance he can. Those who give from their heart do so without a love of God and wanting to share his love with others. They do so quietly so as to not give themselves the credit. He makes me sick. Everything he does is to glorify himself. He only gave a little over 1,000. What a fruiting joke. Fruiting is the new hot cuss word. All right. everything. All right? Those Legos aren't going to buy themselves. All right? If he was truly giving out of love and concern for this family, he would have donated a lot of money and did so anonymously so that not even Will or the family knew who gave. And then never said a word about it. That was the one I just read. Oh, here we go. Bird claims to have emails from one of Nick's editors, Goodline TV, who claims to be owed $23,000 for services that Nick Alvear did not pay him for. Meanwhile, the editor is having a hard time supporting his family while Alvear gloats about the defamatory film's success. Will Bird plans to attempt to interview the editor for more information. That's all true. All right. What level of sponsorship? All right. For CBC. All right. Did you buy tonight, Philip? All right. At least 17 gifted subs. At least 17 gifted subs.
I am sick of your shit. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
That's right. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for the new viewers. I appreciate it. Everybody, if you want to donate to the GoFundMe, it is a serious issue. I know I joke and I'm an asshole and maybe you don't like me. It is a serious issue. The baby was born 3 months early. And it's basically fighting for its life. I want its parents to be there without having to worry about bills, jobs, work, and they put together this GoFundMe. They're trying to raise $10K. I think they're most of the way there, like $7,500 or something. The mods drop the link. Don't worry about donating to me. I'll be fine. If you guys want to support that, share that link, whatever. I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, yes, I am. Also, yes, I am creepy. And we will see everybody tomorrow. Patreon show tomorrow for Patreon and Twitch subscribers. If you subscribe to Twitch or you're any level Patreon, you get a free show tomorrow. And we'll see everybody on the next one. Don't do anything Oliver's mom would do because it probably involves the reward of a cracker. We'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.
But I can tell you this about it.
Prayers for Jesse Mack. That's right.
This particular show, you don't have the fork and balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly.
What a weird day.
Telling the rest of the world who they are.
Does anybody know if that's the real Phil?
You don't have the balls.
I think it's a devil troll.
Take a start of some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
That's right, y'all are nuts. Jervis.
Shit.
We might as well feature this so they have something to melt down over.
Place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped.
We're featuring the chat. Say something funny.
Stupid shit. Where my true believer? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshiping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like fool in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, eating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving.
That's pretty funny.
First, I'll be your huckleberry. I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5G towers. Cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started.
God, they are melting down over there. They are melting down over there, dude.
You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
Ollie's mom want a cracker? Want a cracker?
Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped them to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an S.
Hope you enjoyed the show. If you're new here, I know I cuss, I know I joke, I know whatever. It's probably not your thing, but hope you enjoyed it. At least laughed at least once, maybe. Make you feel better. You don't have to ever come back as long as you laughed once.
Files.
Have a good night.
Wait, what are you doing? It's it. Stop. Hold on. Fucking stop.
All hell, Jervis.
Seriously. This is my mom's an alcoholic. Oh, give me a. Oh my god. Damn it. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get the place in the best. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up.